Yo, what's happening, guys? Welcome back here to the channel. This is absolutely crazy what's happening right now with Bitcoin. Just woke up this morning, guys. We are at $98,000 per Bitcoin, and 100K could be incoming. But there are some interesting dynamics that are happening. We talked a little bit about it yesterday. Ethereum is lagging behind big time compared to Bitcoin. We'll talk about what that means. We'll break down why it's happening and when we could see the flip. We'll also take a look at altcoin season and really the altcoin index, which allows us to see kind of where we are in the timeline. We've fluctuated a little bit there in terms of which altcoins have been outperforming Bitcoin, but Bitcoin lately is dominating the crypto space. So much capital flowing there, and it's watering down the altcoin space. I don't think it'll last forever, but we'll take a look at that and take a look at which altcoins kind of are lagging. Could be good opportunities to potentially get into them now before altcoin season hits. So a lot to dive into, a lot to unpack in this video. Go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe down below if you have not already. And as you guys are watching this literally in real time with me, we are flying up the charts right now. And $100,000 Bitcoin is literally right here in front of us. We are over 98K here early this morning on Thursday. As we roll into this weekend, which have been very bullish, we've had multiple bullish weekends now in a row for Bitcoin. I think 100,000 is happening. I think 100,000 is happening in the next 48 hours. That is what I'm going to go out there on a limb and say. I don't see this slowing down. We have continued to break through a lot of different resistance levels. And guys, the floodgates have opened, right? We are wide open. We're setting new all-time highs. We did it again yesterday. But this is what's fascinating to me, I think, more than anything right now, is the ETH to Bitcoin price ratio. And it drops to its lowest since March of 2021 as Bitcoin has surpassed 97.7. And now we know we're even above that. We're at 98.3 right now. So another $500 since this article was written early this morning. And the block put this out here. And it says here, the ETH to Bitcoin price ratio on major centralized exchanges has continued to decline and right now is at its lowest level since March 2021. So what does this mean? Well, this decline, which has accelerated since July, could be attributed to Bitcoin's meteoric rise leading up to the following re-election of pro-crypto Republican candidate Donald Trump. It also has a lot to do with ETFs. And basically right now, a lot of the capital is just flowing into Bitcoin and Ethereum is being left behind right now. It says here, Ethereum is currently in an awkward area where it's competing on two major fronts as a store of value against Bitcoin, which it's losing that battle right now, and as a smart contract platform for developers against Solana. And Solana is seeing a lot of new interest, a lot of new developers coming in. I know it's the meme coin casino, but it is gaining ground right now on Ethereum, and we can't ignore that. This is coming from Steven Zhang, who's a research analyst over at The Block. He says this has led to investors being unsure about its value proposition, at least here in the short term. And it's basically forcing investors to look elsewhere, whether it's simply just Bitcoin or, going down into some of the other layer ones. We've seen Cardano perform pretty well. We've seen Solana perform extremely well over the past 12 months plus. And we could see here, Lucas added that Ethereum has struggled to maintain momentum since its merge update in 2022. It's faced regulatory uncertainty surrounding its potential classification as a financial security in the United States. Now, we do know that there's an ETF. I think that drastically helps Ethereum. We just haven't seen the capital flow into ETH yet. Now, that could be a good thing considering the price has been stuck at 3,100. It could be a good opportunity. And I still hold a lot of ETH. I'm not giving up on it. I don't think it's going anywhere. But right now, it is clearly Bitcoin season and not altcoin season. What I like to do is take a look at the altcoin season index. And we can actually learn quite a bit here when we look at this. So this is a sliding scale. As you guys can see right now, we're currently at 33 on this sliding scale. We did pop up back in January. We had a nice little altcoin season push, another pop here in March of 2024, came all the way back down, kind of bottomed out in June and again in July. and have had a couple little surges, but nothing crazy. I mean, we had a nice run up here, almost got up to 50 again on the scale back in September. But other than that, it has not been altcoin season since early, 2024. Altcoin season hit when we hit 75 on this chart. So if we scroll on down, this really tells us a big story here. This is the top 50 performance over the last 90 days. Now, what they do is they take out stable coins, they take out asset-backed tokens, and just focus on assets, right? Actual cryptocurrencies. So there's no USDT here. There's no DAI coin. There's no stable coins whatsoever. If we take a look at Bitcoin, how it's performed last 90 days, we're up 61%. And you guys can see on this chart in the last 63 days, we're up 55%. That was where our momentum up signal flashed at $63,000. You could have been in there at 63K following the momentum up. That's xtalgo.com, my trading indicator. If you guys are interested in getting out ahead of charts before they break out like this one did, you can definitely check out xtalgo. There's a link down below in the description. Great coupon code right now going as well. But if we come back here, we can see these are the cryptos to the left of Bitcoin, to the left of this bar right here, that have outperformed Bitcoin in the last 90 days. Now, these are top 100 cryptos that have outperformed Bitcoin in the last 90 days. So you've got SHIB, Solana, Aptos, WIF, Floki, XRP, Crow, ADA, HBAR, Pepe, WBT, XLM, Bonk, Doge, Sui, and OM. Now, look at all these cryptos to the right that have been lagging, right? And take a look at some of these ones that are in the red the last 90 days. These are very interesting to me. Caspa, one of my top holding. Let me scroll up there. You can see that a little bit better. Polygon has really struggled. Toncoin has really struggled. Now, you can look at this a couple different ways, right? These assets are down in the last 90 days. They're not getting a lot of attention. They're not getting a lot of support. However, they could be great opportunities, right? These could be entry points. I like Caspa out of all four of these, then probably Ton right now, then Polygon, and then IMX. IMX is in somewhat of some legal trouble with the SEC. They got a Wells notice. That's what kind of tore their chart down a little bit. But even some of these cryptos that are not performing very well right now, BNB, FET, Injective, Aave, and here's Ethereum. Look at this. Ethereum's only up 20% compared to Bitcoin's 61%, meaning in the last 90 days, Bitcoin is more than 3xing the pace of Ethereum. And that is really where we are. I mean, this tells the story. And we talked about this in our video last night. Bitcoin is outperforming Ethereum, not by a small margin, but by a wide margin. It's not even close. And you're having these one-off assets, perform extremely well. Dogecoin, you could see it here. Sui, Bonk, ADA, Chronos, Solana, Shiba Inu, right? All of these assets going against their XRPs in here, but they're outliers. And this was my point that I made yesterday in my video. It's not going to be, I don't think, every altcoin this go around that's going to just, perform extremely well. I think it's going to have to be, you're going to have to be very strategic in which altcoins you go after. But it looks as if Bitcoin's all-time high is being broken again. It looks as if we could see 100K by the weekend, which is absolutely insane to think about. And it's happening with, an overheated RSI. It's happening with a fear and greed index that continues to go higher. Bitcoin dominance now 61%. And it has continued to just absolutely shock the markets. But to me, this is a ton of demand flowing in ETFs. This is a ton of demand from other countries. There are tons of rumors right now that there are some countries that are looking to do what El Salvador did and make it legal tender. And then obviously we have the news with Bitcoin becoming a strategic reserve. Bitcoin as a strategic reserve in the United States. And if that happens, I think it's a trickle-down effect. I think you'll see other nation states do it as well. So this is going to be what we're watching here. Bitcoin 100K is on the table, guys. We are crossing over $98,000. And I gave you the breakdown on kind of where altcoins are. I do think altcoins are coming. It's just not their season just yet, right? We'll continue to track this. on the altcoin season index. Update you guys as we have more information. But we're waiting on Ethereum. That's really what we're doing right now. We're waiting on Ethereum to start performing well, to start to eat away at some of the Bitcoin dominance. And we'll see what happens. It's going to be interesting to watch it play out. Appreciate you guys for watching. Again, check out XT Algo if you're interested in a trading indicator that works. You can use it for crypto, stocks, Forex. Links down below to that. And we'll see you guys in the next one.